Welcome to Tulzu English class. Hello everyone. Today we have a beautiful moral story about a poor beggar. This is the inspiring story of how a beggar turned into a successful flower trader, not by wealth but by changing the way he thought about himself and the world around him. As we listen to the story, we will learn new words and how to make sentences using them. This will help us practice English in a fun and easy way, so stay with us till the end. In the heart of the busy railway station lived a poor beggar, surviving on the mercy of passing passengers. He used to beg from the passengers sitting in the trains that stopped there. One day, while he was begging, he saw a tall man wearing a suit and boot. He thought, this man looks very rich. Why not beg from him? He may be give me more than others. So he approached the man and started begging. Seeing the beggar, the tall man said, you are always begging. Do you ever give anything to anyone? The beggar replied, sir, I am a beggar. I always ask others for help. I don't have the means to give anything to anyone. The tall man said, if you cannot give anything, then you have no right to ask for anything. I am a businessman. I believe only in transactions. If you have something to give me, then I can give you something in return. Saying this, the tall man boarded the train and left. The beggar kept thinking about what the man had said. His words touched the beggar's heart. He thought, maybe I don't get much because I never give anything in return. But I am just a beggar. What can I give? How long will I keep begging without giving anything back? After thinking deeply, the beggar made a decision. From now onwards, I will give something in return to everyone who gives me. But what could he give? He had no money, no possessions. For 2 days, the beggar kept thinking about this question, but found no answer. On the third day, while sitting near the station, his eyes fell on some beautiful flowers blooming on the plants nearby. He thought, why not give flowers to people in return for their help? He liked the idea, plucked some flowers, and began his round of begging again. Now, whenever someone helps him giving money, he would offer them a few flowers in return. As long as he had flowers, people gave him more generously. This continued for several days. One day, as he was begging, he saw the same tall man sitting in the train again. The one who had inspired him. He quickly approached the man and said, sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you some flowers in return. The man smiled, gave him some money, and the beggar gave him flowers. The tall man said, wow, what a thing. Today you have also become a businessman like me. He took the flowers and got off at his station. Once again, the words of the tall man echoed in the beggar's heart. He thought about it again and again. His eyes began to shine with happiness. He felt he had discovered the key to success, the power of giving. He immediately got down from the train and looked up towards the sky, shouting with joy, I am not a beggar. I am a businessman. I too can become rich. People thought he had gone mad. From the next day onwards, the beggar was never seen at the station again. 6 months later, two men in suits and boots were traveling from the same station. When they saw each other, one of them smiled, shook hands, and asked, do you recognize me? The second man replied, no, I think this is our first meeting. The first man said, no, this is our third meeting. The second man was confused. I don't remember the first two. The first man smiled and said, we met twice before on this train. I was the beggar to whom you first gave some advice, and the second time you bought flowers from me. The second man laughed and said, oh yes, I remembered now, but where are you going in this shoot, and what do you do these days? The former beggar replied, yes, I was that beggar, but now I am a big flower trader and I am traveling for business. He continued, you once told me that nature works on the rule of give and take. I adopted that rule. I gave flowers in exchange for the help and the people started giving me more. I realized they were not giving me charity, they were paying for the flowers. I was a businessman in their eyes, but still I saw myself as a beggar. It was only after you called me a businessman that I began to believe in myself. With the money I earned, I started buying flowers in bulk. People love flowers here. Their love made me a successful businessman. Both men smiled and walked, continuing their conversation about their business. Moral of the story: this story teaches us that success is hidden in our thinking. When we change our mindset, we can change our life. If we think small, we remain small. But if we awaken ourselves, esteem and think big, success will follow. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly do like and subscribe our channel.